I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I just want to rant about this real quick because it makes me itch how far people want to try to use this word representation and glorify it to a weird extent and then demonize other people for having what they would think is good representation. But in the minds of somebody whose perspective is skewed by nothing but social media and stupid people on TikTok, they're gonna see whatever good representation is as just somebody trying to look good for a white guy. A month ago, I saw this video of a bunch of black men and black boys wearing suits and they look pretty fancy. And I thought, that's a nice little thing. Maybe it's a youth group trying to teach boys a bunch of life lessons. Perfectly fine. But apparently, a lot of people were upset about that. And those people were black people. And yes, their takes on it were fucking stupid.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all was kind of doing too much with them black men in the suit. Because I'm a strong believer, whether you agree or not, everybody should have a place where they go meet other like-minded people like themselves and just feel comfortable. You may not agree, you may not like it, but you know, that's you, it is what it is. But I think I was more confused by the backlash because like, literally was not gonna affect your day, you know? What if it was black men in the suit, black women in the dress? They just wanted to get together and do their thing just by themselves. It wasn't gonna hurt just to be like, and scroll past. We see the same image every year. But for some reason this time, can y'all do something with them suits? Don't get it twisted. They look nice. But are y'all going to lunch, dinner, church? They just gonna stand in line and pose. My cousin, baby daddy's in this line. He never held or even seen his son. Don't even pay child support. It's just kind of like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it's you in return, you want to go to your spaces and just be freely in your spaces, you should do that. The only reason I can see so many people get riled up because the part that said positive image. But you know, to them and their ideology, it is a positive image, you know? Let's call a spade a spade. What's the harm in seeing a black man in a suit dressed nice and get together with a bunch of other like-minded men? Nothing. Even if they was tacky or looked a mess or whatever. It's one of those, and keep going. Why project those insecurities out there, you know?
But I left it alone at that. Then we fast forward to maybe 2 weeks ago where I see this 5, 6, or 7-year-old rapping about things he should know nothing about. And out of all the reactions, whether it be people criticizing this, whether it be people praising this, the one that gained the most traction was from my twin sister Candace Owens, who was not in favor of this. And for some reason, people thought it would be a good idea to get that same 5, 6, or 7-year-old to respond to Candace Owens.
So to understand that he is basically talking about a presumably random woman who can't hang out with him unless she's willing to perform fellatio. This is a 9-year-old, okay? And he is talking about his gun, and he is talking about having 100 rounds as he runs from the police. Totally YouTube content safe.
What do you want to say to her? Why? What happened?
Hey, I'm being myself. They always need to stop talking about my video.
Bring her to her restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
You were telling me about that. Her food trash.
So you hear him say that I need to be quiet because I'm all up in his silk. He's obviously being egged on by the adults, and that's really who I want to respond to because little RT is a child, and my heart breaks for him, genuinely. I see a child that could have so much potential, and yet he is surrounded by monsters, people that know that they are not furthering his rap career. In fact, they are probably leading him down a path of harm. Obviously, if he cannot even read at the age of 9 years old, the future is not looking bright for him unless there is some sort of an extreme intervention, in which there should be.
And I'm just here to say, as somebody who has no stake in the game, because I'm not really interested too much in trying to have dialogue with individuals who don't know the definition of representation and will glorify the dumbest shit possible, claiming that it is part of the culture, Candace Owens, whether you like her or not, is correct. Why in the fuck is a child rapping about this shit? And when you have these conversations about what is good media for young black people to consume, it's an important conversation that should have been had years ago. The problem is people want to pretend like it's an issue now because there's some woman named Sexy Red talking about how her asshole is brown. That's not really how you have that conversation. It's how you have a skewed perspective, because as much as you want to blame Sexy Red for all the problems today, I could look at Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, and various others who were not good role models for young black men in the 99s and the 2000s, no matter how much you want to say that that shit was good. Pour it all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and enjoyed that, she ain't even know it. Nigga, that is Calling out negative media should not be a problem, but for some reason, even though there are some people who side with Candace Owens, there's still gonna be those people who look at Candace Owens and say, you don't know what you're talking about. All you do is talk down on black people. All you do is lie about black people. All you do is want to make money off black people. And my response to any of you is, first of all, who cares about anything else my twin sister says? I barely listen to what she has to say. But when it comes to something that comes upon my timeline and I actually take time to listen to it and she's right, you can't contest that with your hurt, bitter feelings. You should open your fucking ears and listen to see the perspective that she's bringing forth. And she's not fucking wrong, because why on earth are a bunch of people consuming a bunch of this negative media and then promoting it to children as if it's the way for them to live in this life? There are more opportunities for you to make money. There are more opportunities for you to actually live a happy, healthier lifestyle that don't consist of you sipping lean and doing drugs and smoking weed so that you could fulfill some lame rap career that nobody wanted you to do in the first place because you can't fucking rap in the fucking first place. There are avenues you can go other than just going with this weird little stereotype pigeonholed on you by other black people who want to say that it's part of the culture. And honestly, if that is a part of the culture, slap me with paint and call me Earl, because that's not part of my black culture. All that negative nonsense that y'all want to spew and pretend is so good while you see a bunch of dudes wearing suits and you complain about that, that's not part of the culture, and it'll never be part of any actual culture. That's degeneracy, whether you like it or not. Say whatever you want about me, but at least I'm not going to be promoting that type of bullshit and trying to get kids to understand this is the actual culture of black people and this is what you should be doing. Anything else? That's just the white man putting his foot in your ass. And guess what? If you're mad about what I just said, you should be mad at yourselves for promoting that bullshit to children instead of getting mad at me or my twin sister for criticizing it rightfully, because it's not helping the black youth, it's only hurting the black youth. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.